Hey, real quick, you want to do a better job of managing your emotions? Or maybe you just want to be able to overcome the incessant thinking that's occurring in your mind. Or maybe you're just looking for a community of open minded people to share ideas and having a safe space to land in and express yourself. If so, go to IamChellsX.com and get your Take Your Power Back membership today. And through doing so, that'll help you take your power back, baby. Peace.
Hey, real quick, Take Your Power Back memberships are here. Make sure you log on to IamChellsX.com and get your Take Your Power Back membership today. As for today's topic, Take Your Power Back Monday, what are you taking your power back from? Let's go.
What's up, J-Bone? What's happening?
Nothing was happening with you.
I'm excited.
Chilling with the ladies.
I'm excited.
Yeah, bro, I can't see you.
Open your eyes.
No, I mean that the whole screen is black.
I don't know. I can see you. Can y'all see me?
You think you can have me back in real quick?
Yeah, you can leave out. Try to come back in.
Hey.
All right. Let me back up some. Can y'all see me? Let me see something, man. J-Bone trying to come back up. That's what I'm waiting on. J-Bone, can you see me now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What are you doing to improve your life this week, J-Bone? What's your goal for the week, my guy?
Listen, the goal for the week is for me to enjoy my life.
Enjoy your life. Beautiful. I love that. I love that. So, what are you going to do to ensure that that happens? What does that look like?
Yeah. What does that look like?
Mm-hmm.
To enjoy your life, you should always pray to God.
Okay, so you're going to spend this week in prayer.
Yeah, what I'm going to do this week, my friend is coming on Wednesday and I got a doctor's appointment on Thursday.
Okay. So we're going to pray. Okay, so we're going to spend our time in prayer. We're going to hang around some good people that's going to take us to the doctor and make sure that our health is on the up and up.
But you know what, bro?
What's that?
I'm a good friend to you, buddy, and the reason why people should respect you because you got your Mr. Chum because he's a good person and you got a good soul and a good heart.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, J-Bone. I think some people feel like everyone should get respect and some people should earn it. I just do what I think is right for other people and for myself in the moment and let the chips fall where they may. Right? And sometimes that turns out good and sometimes it doesn't. But most of the time, my heart is in the right place. So I appreciate that, J-Bone.
You're welcome. And the reason why I check up on you every day because life is short.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. You're right. Life is very short. And the crazy thing, I agree. And we don't know how short life is, right? You never know when the last time you talk to somebody's going to be.
Yep. And you know what, bro?
What's up?
You're like a brother to me in my heart.
Oh, my man.
You know what, bro? I tell you one thing. If I do go to your house Monday, right? If I ever see you sleeping on the floor, I'm going to say, bro, you got to get up and sleep on the sofa because of your back.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about because I was asleep on the floor earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't sleep on the floor often, but I was laying down playing with my daughter. And I had the fireplace on. It felt nice and toasty. And then the next thing I know, I was sleeping. She was putting the blanket on me. So, but I got a good bed. I do have a bouncy house in my house. Yeah, I got a bouncy house for my kids.
Yeah, you think when you get off of live, you think you can show me a picture of it?
Yeah, if my kid's not back, I'll text you a picture. I'll send you a picture of it. I'll send you a video of it. So I'll show you a video.
Because you know what, bro? No. You are very smart, and you know what?
What's that?
If you was living in New York, right, I wish I was able to go to your house.
Oh, man, if I lived in New York, you come visit me, man.
Yeah, you know what? If you ever want me to spend the whole entire weekend with you, my parents would trust you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we'll have to make that
I'm eating
happen.
my food now.
Once I get to the level that I need to get to, I had to make sure I come up there and hang out with you for a little while.
Yeah, you know what we could. You know what I'm planning to do before you leave and talk to your other friend.
What's that?
Next year, I'm planning a trip with me and my friends on vacation.
Oh,
And look,
okay.
if you want to come, you're welcome to come.
J-Bo, I probably need to. I've had one vacation I'm 40 years old. I'll be 41 in November. I've been on one vacation, J-Bo. Ain't that sad?
Yeah, I mean, if you're welcome to come on vacation with me and my friends, you're welcome anytime, bro.
Where y'all going to?
I'm not sure yet. Probably to like California.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been to California one time. I went to, J-Bo, did you know I was on national TV?
You was?
Yeah, I was on TV one time, J-Bone.
Doing what?
I was rapping.
Wait, you gotta send me that rap video for me to see it.
I DM it to you.
Yeah, maybe you could be a future rapper.
Yeah, I could be. I mean, I could still rap a little bit if I put my effort into it. Yeah, but I've been on national TV before, J-Bone. I met Tamar Braxton and Lonnie Love and all them. I was on that show. It's called The Real. I was on there.
Yeah, you should see my live videos.
Okay, well, yeah, I gotta start watching them.
You know what it is, bro? You know what it is?
What?
I think you need to follow me because sometimes when I text you, it don't show me the green dot.
I don't follow you?
No.
Oh, okay. As soon as I get off, I'll follow you, J-Bone. I apologize. I didn't know I didn't follow you. I thought I followed
because
you. Nah, I think I follow you, J-Bone. I'm pretty sure I follow you, J-Bone. I check though. I check to be sure. If I don't, I apologize.
Yeah, there's a other page you could follow. It's called J Rock.
J Rock. All right. Well, so why don't you shoot me a DM? Shoot me a DM with that one. All right, from now on.
Hey, bro. God bless you, man.
Bless up, man. I appreciate you, brother.
And listen, remember what I said.
What's that?
Y'all should listen to him because he tells people the raw truth. And don't take him as a joke because he's serious.
Got you. All right, J-Bone. I appreciate you, my guy.
Hey, I got your back, brother.
Take your power back. Peace out.
Peace out.
All right. Julie Bean,
Hello.
what's up with you? How you feeling?
I feel good today. How are you?
I look good today.
Is that what it sound like?
Nah, when you say I feel good today, it made me think about that song. I don't even know where it comes from. I just know the thing was like, I look good today. So I'm excited today, Julie Bean, because I get to make the announcement that the Take Your Power Back memberships are officially here. They on IamChellsX.com. But I'm also excited because I get to tell y'all what that means. Now, this may cause some of y'all some heartache. It may cause some of y'all some heart joy. But before I give the announcement, somebody's asking to come up. Oh, okay. So you can wait for a second. What's up? What's up, bro? So take your power. Huh?
I said, guess what I'm doing?
What you doing? Turning the camera off. Oh, you're getting ready to go see Beyonce?
Yep.
Oh no. You going to see her tonight?
No, it's on Wednesday, but we leave tomorrow.
Oh, you excited about that?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you want to tell me what you're taking your power back from this week, or what you're doing to improve your life? Or should I go through the Take Your Power Back memberships explanation as to what I have going on here?
Yeah, go through the memberships.
All right, cool. So, the Take Your Power Back memberships are here. You have 6 total options to be a Take Your Power Back member. You can be a Mars Mindset member, which means you get the replays of the Mars Mindset, unlimited replays of the Mars Mindset. The first month of the Mars Mindset membership is $1. Then after that, it's $4.99 a month, just like my Patreon and just like my Instagram subscribers. The second tier, which is the one that some people may enjoy and some people may not enjoy, but we're just going to make it do what it do, right, Julie Bean? It's the powerful membership. That's going to give you unlimited access to the daily lives and unlimited on-demand replays of the Mars Mindset. So that tier right there is the game changer, because what that tier right there is going to do is going to move us off of Instagram predominantly, and it's going to put us on Zoom predominantly. So you're going to need the Zoom link to be a part of the daily lives. Now that one for the first month is $2.99. After that, it's $9.99 a month. So that's the powerful membership. That's the one where you get to come in, join the group discussions, get some group coaching, get some advice for myself or Dr. Hook or Dr. E or Julie Bain or whoever else is on there. Powerful membership. Might be the one you want to aim for. The next tier, the Divinely Unique membership. That's the one that's going to get you in the classes. So you're going to get everything in the bottom two tiers. You're going to get the on-demand replays of the Mars Mindset. You're going to get access to the lives. And you're going to get access to the live classes and the class replays. That was $39.99 a month. But the first month is $29.99. Those are the three baseline memberships. Take your power back memberships. So those are the first three. Let's talk about you, and then we'll give the life coaching memberships next. What you taking your power back from this week, Julie, man?
I'm gonna take my power back from rude people this week.
Have they been?
I went to the mall today, and I haven't been in a mall in years, and I know why now. So with that in mind, since I'm gonna be traveling, I'm gonna be patient, and I'm just gonna act like I can't speak when I'm around crowds of people.
You're gonna pretend like you're mute?
Yeah. And just ignore
What?
them. I think that's gonna work great.
I don't think that's gonna work.
It'll work. It'll work.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Why?
Because they're gonna be like, why is your friend talking? And you're just gonna be sitting there like this.
I was in the store, and this lady was being so rude to the employee, and I was like, if I just stand here and look straight, maybe I'll be invisible. Like maybe they won't see that I'm here in the store, and it'll all just go away.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know how that's going. Well, let me know how that works out for you in case I ever need to try it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to my trip. I'm looking forward to spending time with my daughter. Not working. I have a gig this week that I was able to partner with another dance studio, so that way, we don't lose the gig, which worked out great. So I am trusting that they do a great job. I know they will do a great job in my name, on my behalf, right? That's how you say it?
On your behalf, yeah, that's good.
On my behalf. And that's it. And I'll be back to work when I get back. And in the meantime, I'll be on vacation.
In the meantime, in between time, take your power back.
Yeah, and nobody's gonna mess up my downtime.
No. That's what you're gonna do?
Yes.
Okay. So that's good then. So you're going to see Beyonce. You got the gig set up. You're going to be doing the Beyonce thing while someone else holds down the fort. So you're delegating. That's very good. That's business. That's some businesswoman type stuff right there, Julie Bain. Actually, now you're moving up. What up, Miss Precious? What up?
Which is my dream. That's always been my dream, is to just accept clients and not have to dance.
I feel you. That's good. Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
So back to the explanation of the Take Your Power Back memberships. Quick rundown. The Mars Mindset membership, $1 for the first month, $4.99 for every month after that monthly. That's on-demand access, unlimited on-demand access to the Mars Mindset episodes. The powerful memberships, that's the one that gets you into the lives and on-demand replays of the Mars Mindset episodes. The Divinely Unique membership, that's the one that gets you into all the live classes replays, all the lives, and all the on-demand replays. And now, before we get into the life coaching ones, right? I do have 1 day passes, Julie Bain. So if someone doesn't want to get a membership, if you don't want a membership, but you do want to be able to join the lives, and this all starts next Monday, October the 2nd. If you don't have a Take Your Power Back membership and you want to come join us on the lives, you can get your Mars Mindset 1-day pass. The Mars Mindset 1-day pass is $1.09. So if you want to just come sit in the room, be in the comments, or you got something to say, you want some advice, you want to talk to one of us, $1.09 for that 1-day pass. The Freestyle Friday one day pass is $3.99. So you don't need to Take Your Power Back membership to get on the live, but you do need that bare minimum of 1-day pass. As for the life coaching memberships, you get everything involved, right? You get all the classes live, on demand replays of the classes live. You're going to get the Mars Mindset lives. You're going to get the on demand of the Mars Mindset. You're going to get all that. You're going to get the classes and the Mars Mindset, the Freestyle Friday, all of that built in. Unlimited. First tier, first month, $74.99. Then it's $99 a month is the 30-minute one-on-one session. Next tier, limitless. $129 for the first month, $149.99 a month after that. That's the 1 hour one-on-one. Take Your Power Back memberships, Keisha. I got you. Mind you, you getting the one-on-one coaching, you getting the classes, you getting the lives, you getting the whole thing. And then the mountain moving membership for my people like my good friend Maria, who like to see me bi-weekly, that's a $179 for the first month and $199 a month for every month after that. And I got to move my good friend Maria over so that she can save some money and get access to the classes. So you ain't got to worry about buying access to any more classes. You know, at bare minimum, you would need the Divinely Unique membership, and that'll get you into the classes and everything else. And if you want the one-on-one coaching, that's there too. And as I repeat, this starts next Monday, October the 2nd.
Hey, real quick, you want to do a better job of managing your emotions? Or maybe you just want to be able to overcome the incessant thinking that's occurring in your mind. Or maybe you're just looking for a community of open-minded people to share ideas and having a safe space to land in and express yourself. If so, go to IamChellsX.com and get your Take Your Power Back membership today. And through doing so, that'll help you take your power back, baby. Peace.
So the lives will be on Zoom, and the way I'll put the information out there is if you are a member, I'll send out an email on Sunday with all the Zoom links for the week, and that's how you'll access it. Dates and times, tentatively dates and times. And if you get a 1-day pass, I'll email you the Zoom link for that particular day. It'll be all automated for the most part. So that's how it's going to work. So if you want your 1-day pass, $109. If it's Freestyle Friday, 1-day pass, $399, and all that other stuff. But we'll go through it as the show goes on. So Julie Bain, so you going to see Beyonce, delegating tasks, building a business, good stuff. Anything else you want to let us know that you have going on before you?
Yes. So I'm going to Nolans. Is that how you say it?
Nolans.
Nolans.
Yeah.
So if anybody has any recommendations of places to visit or somewhere to eat, I would like to experience Nolans.
Okay. So that's good. So you really living it up then, Julie Bain.
And you know this, it was a very hard choice, but you are absolutely right. I feel like when you've been working for so long, you guilt yourself into believing that you don't deserve a break.
You get caught up in the cycle. You do what you're comfortable doing, no matter how, I don't know, illogical it is, because it's just what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's because, like, to be honest, I don't know if the word is fearful. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the word is, I wouldn't say it's fearful, but we'll use the term fearful, right, for as a placeholder, to see how this Take Your Power Back membership thing plays out. What that mean? You say hot girl summer?
What do you say hot girl summer? Isn't it hot? Go on, Shells.
Well, because the thing is I'm not going back. I'm not going to move back.
Right.
I'm refusing to move backwards, right? And sometimes, committing to move forward could mean the end of something, right? It could mean the complete end of it. And like I told y'all before, I will burn the house down with me in it if that's what I feel like is the right thing to do, right? I'm a Scorpio. So if come Sunday night, nobody has a Take Your Power Back membership, I will not be on here on Instagram Live asking people to come up here to talk to me. I'll just accept it. I'll just accept it for what it is, and that'll just be what it is, for that particular time being. And that's
That will be the end of that.
yeah. And as opposed to allowing circumstances to dictate the end of it, right? I'm going to decide what the end is going to be for myself. So it's either transition out and on to something else, or see what happens. So get your Take Your Power Back membership today if that's what you really want to do. But that's the direction that we're moving in.
But I feel like, and I could be wrong, I feel like we all have been going through a transition, because you transitioned out from, what's his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And transitioned into your life coaching. And now you're in that space and you are transitioning into, like, even though it'll start small, it's still another chapter into something. Like, you're never going backwards. Well, at least from what I can tell, you're not going backwards. You're doing a lot of things that you've aspired to do, and even though you're like figuring it out, as you go along, you're still going forward. I know people that go backwards for real, like at our age and older than us.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely not doing that. It just doesn't look exactly how we want it to look right now at this very moment. But I feel like us talking right now and how I feel right now, and I'm able to do it without crying, tells me that you have transitioned. Because my transition came from your transition. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. It makes sense.
So
I received that.
so
Yeah, it's just the process, right? Like, change is a very scary thing. It's discomfort. It's discomforting, right? Like, to move into just a different space, to gamble, to roll the dice, to force the issue, to walk into something that's new or different and see, like, okay, what the hell is going on here? It's kind of like going to high school from middle school, and you're like, okay, what the hell happens here? How I'm a freshman again. How does this work? Or whatever.
right,
So,
but and you know what too? Like, when you started this, you had a tribe,
mm-hmm.
and some people fell off,
Mm-hmm.
and that's okay, because that was as far as they were supposed to go with you, during this time. And you're just gonna have more people adding to the tribe in this new phase that you're in. And I feel like the more quality you put out, the more quality gets on the train with you. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. It absolutely does. I'm with you all the way, and I think that sometimes you have to do addition by subtraction, right?
Right.
And it's not even necessarily subtraction on your end. You just set the parameters and the boundaries, and whoever or whatever gets subtracted, and whatever gets added. It's still just one of those situations where you're like, okay, let's see what happens. Let's roll the dice and see what happens. So
Yeah, and I have one more thing before I go, because I got to go to class.
Go ahead.
So my birthday is in November. Our birthdays is in November. And I don't know, we're going somewhere. Let's go somewhere.
I'm supposed to be going to Florida. That's what I've been telling Maria for a long time.
Okay.
But for you, that's not going anywhere.
Okay, just don't come to my town in Florida so I can feel like I went somewhere with y'all.
Oh, okay. I think we aiming for February. I think we really aiming for February. So we'll see. Julie, man, you buffering though.
I haven't even left.
You in the bad.
Is she?
You in the.
Buffering from.
Oh, she buffering on my end, so on my end it's gonna be buffering. It's okay.
Oh, I haven't even left, but I'm going to go so it doesn't mess up your video.
It's all good.
And bye.
Take your power back. Peace.
Bye.
Take your power back membership, Julie Bean. All right, how be good.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Peace out.
Okay, bye.
Keisha,
Take your power back
take your power
membership. Go
back.
and get it.
Keisha, what's happening? How you feeling?
I feel a little fatigued,
Okay.
but I'm good.
Okay, a little fatigued, but good. Okay, so what are you doing this week? What are your goals for the week? Are you taking your power back from something? Are you manifesting something? What you got going on this week?
After my birthday weekend, things just started to spark off in my head, and it already was because like I said, every time you have a birthday, you start to take a lot of things into perspective, like things you've done, things you want to do, where you're at. So that was real deep on me, like even before my birthday came. And then the weekend showed me exactly where I want to be every single day. So it was like my goals haven't changed, but they've been tweaked a little bit and some things have been added. So I'm taking my power back on several things. And the first thing is my time. The things that I waste my time on, I cannot do that anymore because time is of the essence to get exactly where I know I'm supposed to be and the life that I want to live. So wasting my time on things that are not fruitful or productive for me is like, no, I'm taking my power back from feeling as though I need to be in spaces that don't serve me.
Okay, hold on. Let's stop right there. Let's talk about the time thing right quick.
Okay.
With the time thing, what does that look like for you? Is that more like actually putting more things in actuality on your calendar, taking certain things out of your life that you don't typically do, but actually, that happen, but aren't on your calendar, right? Like, what does that look like? What does that process look like to keep you in alignment?
What that's like for me
Yeah.
is that even though people see that I'm super uber busy and I have this attitude of this, that, and the other, if I really want to be there, or if I want to be a part of something, I will allow myself, and I say allow because I'm not going to say that anybody else does this to me. I will allow myself to be second, to be present for other people. And what I have found in that is there is no, do I want to say recourse? There's, in a lot of these situations, it's just output. There's no input.
You mean, so hold on, stop right there because I want to make sure I'm following you. When you say there's all output and no input, you feel like you're doing all the giving, but there's no reciprocity coming back. Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And sometimes that's instant, and sometimes it's a coupon or a rain check that you get on another day, and nothing is bringing back any results to stay in the black. I choose not to be in the red when I can just go hard on my vision of what I want my life to be. So knowing me, I know it's not going to be like cold turkey, but I'm aware. So being aware, I'm not giving that to everyone. I'm not giving that to some of the people who have been getting that from me. I just choose not to, because this is not to sound cocky. And even if it does, I don't care. Like, I am a being within herself. Like, I have a lot to give, a lot of love, a lot of knowledge. And yes, I do have my shortcomings, but I will not be shortchanged anymore. So when it comes to my time, I want to be, like you said, intentional. I deserve grandeur, and I will have it. So I take my power back from thinking that what I settle for is enough, because it's not.
I like that. The word that crossed my mind, and you know how we filter people's experiences through our experiences. So as I'm listening to you, I'm thinking, oh, that's in alignment with me. I'm taking my power back from stagnation. I feel like in a lot of ways I've become stagnant, and not so much because of my own doing per se, but just because there's just a limit on certain things. And I think the way that I've been doing the Instagram live thing, I've reached a ceiling. I can't, it's more difficult to just reach a wider audience. So I have to pivot. And so as I pivot, that's the Take Your Power Back memberships. So
Yeah.
I'll explain those once
It
again.
definitely is. It was like, not saying that don't you know how they be like, oh, this person ain't never been nowhere. It's not that, because I've been a lot of places, I've experienced a lot of things, but it was just where my thought process was, where I was in my spirit, and where my mind wants to go, all aligned at the same time. And it was like, wake up, baby girl.
Right.
You deserve this. You can have this. You spend too much time that is like, what do they say about candy bars? Is what type of energy? Like, it's not doing anything to help you. It's lost calories or however it goes. I don't even know what it's called, but I feel like I give too much of that, and you have to then again understand your worth. So when you sit here and you have conversations with people and you say, well, now that you have to understand your worth, now that that's a constant thing. Because I understand my worth, yes, but I still get wrapped up in the day-to-day. I still get wrapped up in real life. And sometimes you forget little things that piece everything together. When you can have a moment of clarity that brings it all back, I want to take my power back on that. I want that feeling every single day. I don't want to have to take a vacation to feel what I felt that felt normal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you go on vacation, you come back, you feel all fresh and new. Like I went to the hyperbaric chamber and came out with a new body and a new mind. But I don't want to have to go on. I'm with you. I don't want to have to go on vacation to do that. I just want to be able to just go into that space and come back like, let's holler at Miss Precious. What you doing?
I'm cooking.
Okay, what you cooking?
Hello, everyone.
How you?
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you, Mama. I appreciate you.
What you cooking, Miss Precious?
I know.
I'm just making some tacos.
Oh, okay. Well, it's Monday.
Hey, real quick, you want to do a better job of managing your emotions? Or maybe you just want to be able to overcome the incessant thinking that's occurring in your mind. Or maybe you're just looking for a community of open-minded people to share ideas and having a safe space to land in and express yourself. If so, go to IamChellsX.com and get your Take Your Power Back membership today. And through doing so, that'll help you take your power back, baby. Peace.
I know. I'm making it. It's only me here.
That has nothing to do with it.
Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you must be making them for tomorrow too. I was gonna say you can't make tacos on Mondays and then not eat them on Tuesday.
That's your business, like Tabitha.
I know, right? I would say don't let me derail what you got going over there, Miss Precious. Don't.
I just wanted to say hello. I kind of took a little break from Instagram to prove a point to myself.
Okay.
And like everybody else, life has been lifing. But I want to let everybody know that I'm still here.
Okay.
And I appreciate you sending me the lives and everything. I really do appreciate that. And I will be trying to get me a membership once my new card. Somebody in Maryland's been using my card.
Oh, that's not me.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Sure.
It's not me. I mean, I just realized, Miss Precious, let me tell you something, Miss Precious. Well, first of all, I know you had surgery recently. You had a procedure recently, so I'm glad you came through that. I know you were.
It's killing me. It is killing me.
Oh,
But
I know you're worried about it.
I'm fighting through it. I'm not letting nothing get me down. I'm taking my power back from people's opinions about me and how they affect me.
I know my heart is pure, and I know I have the best intention. So if it's not shown or felt, then that's not me.
Word. Well, we know you're a tough cookie anyway.
I refuse to kiss ass anymore.
Oh,
You know?
you used to be a kiss ass. You used to be a people pleaser.
Yes.
Oh, welcome to the people pleaser club.
Yes. Well, no more.
That's what I'm saying. Stop that shit. We done with all that. Yeah, it's tough.
I got to.
It's tough.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, sir?
I said no. I feel you. I say it's tough. It's tough because typically when you're a people pleaser, it's because you have a really good heart and you care what people think about you. You don't want people to see you in a certain way. And even if it's not like a lack of self-confidence per se, you just have a tendency to triage what other people want ahead of what you want. And sometimes that makes sense, right? And then, but not all the time. Sometimes just because what someone else has to do is more important doesn't mean you should rank what they have for you to do for them above what you want to do for yourself. So sometimes you may just want to sit on the couch and binge watch Netflix. If that's what you want to do, right? Then sometimes you're just going to have to sit there and binge watch Netflix like Al Bundy, right? Hands in your pants, relax, chill. Like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't do it for you this week. It is what it is. Get somebody else to do it.
Because I really don't have anyone else. Let's say I need somebody to go get me something to eat, or I really don't have anybody that'll do that for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if my well-being and my health depends on me solely.
Yeah.
So I want to start. I mean, like, if you can't help me, I can't help you, because I'm helping everybody, but no one can even somewhat reciprocate what I'm doing. And I'm not doing it. I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart. But at some point, I'm gotta be like, I don't call and ask for things. So when I call and ask for things, stop asking me what ABC is doing. If I'm calling you, I'm calling you for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Okay. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you, Miss Precious.
Yes.
I wanted to bring Casey up because Casey, are you gone? All right, Miss Precious, take your power back.
But y'all have a wonderful evening. I'll be listening.
All right, appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Right, peace out.
Take your power.
Bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Later. So I wanted to bring Casey up because Casey, what in the world is you got going on over there? You making all kinds of funny noises.
Sorry.
Them Atlanta noises.
Here's my computer.
No,
I'm good. I cut it off.
That's all good. First I heard the phone plug up. I was like, did my phone just start charging? Like, am I tripping? Anyway. Casey, I like your hair.
Thanks. I decided just to let it do what it's gonna do today. So
That's what's up. So I wanted to talk to you because a week or two ago I got some insight from you. And I asked you your opinion on something. You were like, yeah, I think that's the way you should go. Find a way to work it out. So the Take Your Power Back memberships are here, Casey. They here, baby. I even got 1 day passes. So if you don't want to be a Take Your Power Back member, but you want to come run your mouth with us or get some advice, you can get you a Mars Mindset 1 day pass. You'll get your Zoom link for the Freestyle Friday. You can get you a Freestyle Friday Zoom link pass. And then I'll go through the tiers, the first set of tiers again. Mars Mindset, unlimited on-demand replays of the Mars Mindset. It's $1 for the first month. After that, it's $4.99, just like the Patreon, just like the Instagram subscription. For my Instagram and my Patreon subscribers, you don't have to, but it would be really great if you just went ahead and came on over. If you just moved on over to IamChellsX.com and got your Mars Mindset membership. So that's the first tier. That's if you just want to watch the replays. You just like watching it. You missed it because you was at work or whatever the case may be. Mars Mindset membership. The second tier membership is the powerful membership, right? Unlimited access to the daily lives, right? That means you on the Zoom with us every day. You on the Freestyle Friday with us, and you get unlimited on-demand replays of both. The third tier in the main membership tier, the Divinely Unique. That's going to get you access to the classes, right? So you're going to get the live classes, the on-demand replays of the classes. You're going to get the live discussion. You're going to get the on-demand replays of the live discussions. I had some people who couldn't afford to get into the classes, even though my good friend Casey was like, oh no, you priced them lower than what you should have. I said, you know what? I'm going to find a way for these people to get the information that they need to get. So now you can get the Divinely Unique membership. You can get into all the classes for the first month for $29.99 and for after that $39.99 a month. So instead of paying $90 for a class, you can pay this month $30 and then every month after that $40. And then you can just get the classes.
I like it. Congratulations.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you for congratulating me, but I also appreciate you for pushing me. It's very important. See that? Let me say something right quick before I let you go. Like in the Instagram streets, and I don't know if it happens in the real world. Who knows what happens in the real world? In the Instagram streets, there's a lot of negative, whether factual or not, there's a lot of negative talk about black women and the relationship that black women have with black men and stuff like that. But for the most part, my experience with black women has been very good, right? The ones that I know personally. I got some people on the street that call me names, but they don't count. But y'all are very good at giving advice. Y'all are very good at holding people accountable and very good at helping people who are move more quickly, more efficiently, and just in a better way towards a goal. So I appreciate y'all in general. I appreciate you, Casey, for giving me that advice. I appreciate you, Keisha, my darling wife, of course, Julie Bain, and some other people too who continue to push me. So there's that. Casey, what you taking your power back from this week? What you got going on? What you doing?
Oh, I'm wondering how much of my business to share with y'all.
Oh shit.
No, I mean, not like that. I guess it could be good. So I'm taking my power back from feeling as though I have to just like go back into what's comfortable, right? Sometimes it's easy to live in the comfort zone and just feel like, I know what this is, gonna settle here, gonna make the best of it. But I decided today not to do that. So, just to give y'all some context, I've shared this before. So I dated somebody for 3 years. The relationship ended. We've been separate in terms of a commitment for the last 8-9 months. He's decided he wanted to pop back in or whatnot. And I very lovingly laid some new boundaries out and said that I was not going to just enter back into what is comfortable for both of us, because he's uncomfortable now, understanding the dynamics have changed. I think he was expecting me to still be easily accessible, and I made sure that I was not. And so I literally told him, I don't know if retrograde grade is over because, they're coming out the woodworks. But I literally just told him that if I were to re-enter into something with him, that it would need to come with a commitment. And this is what commitment looks like. I was like, I can't tell you what to do. I am not necessarily giving you a timeline. I have one internally for myself. But you have to decide what it is that you want to do. And so I felt good in that moment because I could have very easily just entered back into something and said, oh, I know what this is. We'll just see what happens. We'll feel it out. But I was like, no, there's no need to do that if I'm still not going to get the end result just for the sake of saying I tried again. And so, it felt good to kind of, shift the dynamics of power a little bit in that space because, nothing happened. Didn't cheat on me, didn't cheat on him. It wasn't disrespectful. It was just we were growing apart and didn't want to grow together at that moment. And so I would be willing, but not at the expense of what it is that I ultimately want for my life when it comes to a relationship and longevity and all of that. So we'll see. Ball is in his court, but he only got a short period of time to figure that out. And, we'll see what happens.
How did it feel when you were having the conversation and you were establishing the things, that were no longer going to be in play and the new things that need to be in play? Were you comfortable having that conversation? How did you feel? What was that like?
I'm intrigued. You said I'm intrigued. I think it was a little bit of both. I think I was uncomfortable when I brought it up because I wasn't sure how he was going to respond.
Mm-hmm.
But once I started talking, the more comfortable I became and understanding that I was well within my right to speak up for the things that I need. And here's this chance now to know with eyes wide open what it could be. It's not new. So I think it would have been foolish of me to not be very clear about what I needed, just for the sake of revisiting something. So I mean, at first it was a little bumpy, a little rough for me, because I've had to learn how to speak up for myself. Y'all were talking about people pleasing, and that's been me because I grew up the baby of the family. And so as a result, I got used to doing everything for everybody because I wanted to be accepted by my older siblings and my older cousins. And so the way to do that was to not be a nuisance, but to make life easy for them when I was around. And so it just conditioned me to feel as though, okay, if I want people to like me, I got to do something nice for them. Right? I got to always give them the benefit of the doubt. I have to always extend grace. I have to always overextend myself because I want to be liked. I want to be accepted. I want to be a part of whatever it is. And so it's really only been like the last 10 years of my life where I'm like, okay, no, this is an area where I can't let this slide. So I need to say something. But in relationships, like that is still new for me.
Hey, real quick, you want to do a better job of managing your emotions? Or maybe you just want to be able to overcome the incessant thinking that's occurring in your mind. Or maybe you're just looking for a community of open-minded people to share ideas and having a safe space to land in and express yourself. If so, go to IamChellsX.com and get your Take Your Power Back membership today. And through doing so, that'll help you take your power back, baby. Peace.
Because it's like, in one ear he's got this, don't be this nagging woman, but then in this other ear it's like, if you just show up as yourself, it'll be enough. And it's like, there's something in between. I think it's the balance, right? Yeah. And trying to figure out what that balance is. That's kind of where I've been living. So.
Okay. I like that. Well, I'm proud of you. That's what's up. I'm proud of you. I know how difficult it is to just walk into something new, right? Like we're always going to walk into something new, but sometimes we do it kicking and screaming, and sometimes we kind of take the bull by the horns, even though the bull may be stronger than us, and be like, okay, let's see how this thing works out. And like I was saying too, because, and I got you, Keisha, give me 1 second. Like I think it's scary because you realize when you start setting like new boundaries and a new dynamic, you run the risk of losing the whole thing. And it's not your intent to lose the whole thing, but you're like, I can't keep going. I can't go back, right? And I can't keep going the way things are going. So you really have to be willing to take that. I guess that's faith, right? You just take a leap of faith, and whatever happens, it happens. Your intentions are in the right spot. So, but that's good. I'm proud of you. Good stuff. So that, man, we're going to have some act right. I'm going to get some act right. You're going to get some act right. We're going to get some act right. And we're going to all get together and act right.
That would be nice.
Keisha, what you got?
I was going to say I commend you for that because a lot of us get so scary in that space of setting the boundaries, being upfront with what you want, what you don't want, because we don't want to lose someone. And when you just jump off the ledge and fly and be like, look, hey, Rachel, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is how I feel. That's commendable because a lot of people are so grasped by fear that they don't have those type of conversations. Mm-hmm. And I needed to hear this in this moment, Case. Like, I needed to hear it. And also, you speaking from the younger child and me being the older child. Everybody always says that the older child had the weight of the world on their shoulders and the responsibility of all children thereafter. But it's great to hear from the youngest child and the middle child to see that we all have similar feelings and perspectives. We're just in a different placeholder. So we have to stop thinking about where we place and just think about the feelings and the emotions and what someone has had the balls to actually express.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, boo.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
What up, Arika?
How are you? Hi, Charles. I miss you all.
Miss you too.
Clearly,
Miss
I'm
you
in
too.
bed.
So good. So before
I've been
Arika goes,
working some crazy hours, so I've been missing you all.
we miss you too. Before you go, this conversation makes me. I was trying to find the lyrics. Andre 3000 has some lyrics, and it's on the AT Aliens album. And he said something like, "You can't be scared to spread your wings, head to better things. Maybe the mockingbird and nightingale they want to sing." And this whole conversation just reminds me of that lyric. So once I get off of here, I'm gonna listen to it. I know the hook. It'd be like, "Out of this world, are you alien?" or something like that. It's towards the. It's towards
Extraterrestrial.
extraterrestrial. Yeah. That's a lyric that has always kind of stuck with me. Even it's funny how life works. How an artist or a show or a movie will say something and it kind of resonates with you, but you don't really, you understand it from a logical standpoint. Like oh, that makes sense, right? Yeah, I'm the bird. I have to be willing to fly. And you start going through those things. And then those lyrics have a deeper meaning to you. You attach yourself to them more. So that's the whole time we've been having this. I've been thinking about that. So I was like, I gotta look it up. Anyway, what up, Arika? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. A little tired, but I'm good.
Been driving the bus still?
Yes.
You's not married?
Crazy.
Is you married
at
yet?
1 in the morning.
Ooh.
Till 1 in the morning?
Yeah. Yes, I get up at 1 in the morning. That's why I have not been on any lives, and if I am, I pop in and I pop out.
Okay. So you working you work the same shift I work, kind of like you work the midnight
3
shift.
a.m. to 3 p.m. 4 days a week.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know, you got to make sure you catch up on your sleep, right? Because I'm not the one. This isn't me. Like, this isn't. What did they say? This isn't the pot calling the kettle black.
Oh,
Because I know I need sleep. Right? We black, right? But I guess because the phones listen to us and I talk about how I don't get sleep often, I always get these reels where these people talk about how losing even 1 or 2 hours of sleep a night is like super detrimental to
It is.
your health. So what I do to combat it is what I've been doing is I started fasting. Bare minimum 16, 17 hours a day. Sometimes I go 25, 26 hours and give my body a chance to fix itself, to go through that autophagy process and all of that to fight off. And I haven't been getting sicker and I feel better, but you got to make sure you get your sleep.
Oh, I know. Believe me.
I know, Dr. Ho. I know.
Very important.
I know.
I was saying, take on advice, sir.
Yeah, that's why.
Right.
That's why I said this is not the pot calling the kettle black. I've just acknowledged. This is for me too. I'm being truthful. But yeah, that's good though. So, what are you taking your power back from this week? What are you manifesting? What are you working on? What's your goal?
Well, one thing I'm taking my power back from is procrastination for all these months that I've known that I have ideas and I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I keep making excuses. So I'm taking my power back from that. I've had journal ideas for the past, I don't know how many years. I had started on Canva and I never finished it. I was making candles. I still have some, so I'm getting back. I want to get back into that so that I won't have to work this job, working all these crazy hours.
I feel you.
So I want to I'm starting my own business. I'm trying to find a good name so that I can get all my stuff situated. But yeah. I've been meditating on it.
Yeah, do it. I mean, it's just to give you insight because I was at that beginning point recently, and I'm having this race type thing or like this thing where I'm like, okay, when can I get to my business to the point where if I wanted to walk away, I could, right? Not necessarily I would choose to, but just having that option. And I think it's important to be able to be self-sufficient because at any point your job can just say, boom, it's over.
I don't want you.
Right? We don't like you anymore, right? And you can fight to get it back. You can have a union and all of that, but you'll spend your life savings trying to get your job back. So it'd be really cool to be able to get to a point where I look at it. I like short term, mid term, and long term goals. I think it'd be cool for a short term or mid term goal to be I make enough money in my own business. That way, if you guys didn't want me working here anymore, I could still sustain myself. It's not like, okay, what do I do now? I know what to do, right? It's go harder over here as opposed to giving y'all my 3 to 3, 3 in the morning to 3 in the evening, driving the bus experience or whatever. So, Keisha, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying I resonate with her on the bus thing because, you know, I did that for like 14, 15 years and it will screw a lot of things up. But lately, even like I was talking about my weekend and where I want to be, it's like I have so many notes in my phone, notebooks that are started with ideas. And I just say, well, you know, one day, but another day is not promised. We have to go forward, put that foot out there and do what we need to do. And it was just crazy to me that we're all thinking or have thought the same thing, like right in this moment. So I was like, Chels, can we get a take your power back on starting your business type of class? Like, you went out there and you did what you felt. And I feel like you are very fearless, even though you may feel other things because it is you. And we all feel that, but you being our fearless leader in this, and that's just being real. Anybody who wants to take it very political, don't do it. Not that. But I feel like we need to build the confidence in that. Because when you can, like, keep questioning yourself, it's like, when do you just step the foot in? I see Hey Atlanta. I see the hats. I see what was the hats that came back. He was so proud. It was like, I am happy for you. I am happy for everyone. If we could channel that energy that we all have into each other, I feel like things will just start coming out like this, like an assembly line. We will start doing that. It's our quiet moments that keep us back. And if you resonate with that, you do. That's like our quiet moments that keep us back. We just have to have which we already do, a great community, but just like give it a focus to get this stuff done. I want that for everybody. Right. I do.
Yeah, I think.
I feel like go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I feel like with me, my whole thing is I want everything to be perfect. So I want everything to be aligned perfectly before I get started. And I just got confirmation literally yesterday. It was like, no, you just need to start, do it, and go ahead and put it out there because I've been working on candles for years now. I even have some still in my trunk. I never sold not one of them yet. But my goal was to, like, I'm really into like spirituality, the chakras and stuff like that. So I got a 7-layer chakra mini candle in my car. I got individual candles and stuff like that. But I also want to just do regular scented candles as well because everybody might not be in tune, you know, or into everything that I'm into. So yeah, I mean, I have so many ideas from T-shirts to hats, all of it, written down in journals, just sitting there.
Can I share 2 things with you?
Sure.
So the first one is a quote we probably have all heard, that perfection is the enemy to progress, right? And so when you're waiting for things to be perfect, you're never going to do anything, right? And so what happens is when you get started, you will begin to perfect it in the progress, right? But you can never get perfection if you don't do it because there are things that you will never know until you get in it, right? So, of course, do your due diligence, research, plan. Don't just, like, jump in it and have no clue. But once you get the basics, you got to get it done because you will never get to perfection until you start and have some level of progress. So perfection is the enemy to progress. So you got to get started to even know what to perfect, Because some things you're just not going to know. Google's not going to tell you. Reading a book is not going to let you know until you actually do it. And then the second thing that you said, and I was going to say it before you said this word, and you said spirituality, and I don't know what that means for you, but what I believe is that, and I don't want to get too deep, but I really believe for folks that are creatives, it's important for us to get up early in the morning, because I really believe that God downloads ideas to us before the day breaks. But what happens is like God says here, right? And whoever catches it. So you have this idea that could make you a multimillionaire, unlock wealth for your family, but you're sitting on it because of perfection, and someone else was up early in the morning, caught the idea and said, blunt perfection, I'm going to put this label on crooked, I'm going to put this book out with misspelled words.
Yes.
And they are progressing in the life that they want because you're waiting on perfection. So I say all that to say, do it. I don't care what it looks like.
And it's crazy.
Hey, real quick, you want to do a better job of managing your emotions? Or maybe you just want to be able to overcome the incessant thinking that's occurring in your mind. Or maybe you're just looking for a community of open-minded people to share ideas and having a safe space to land in and express yourself. If so, go to IamChellsX.com and get your Take Your Power Back membership today. And through doing so, that'll help you take your power back, baby. Peace.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say it's crazy that she said that, because guess what? And the year that I was going through my divorce process, I used to wake up literally every day at 3:33, and I used to sit in the dark and literally meditate. That's how I got into meditation on my own, without even knowing I was meditating, because I didn't know what to do, but I didn't know why I was woke either. And then I would get downloads about my situation, downloads about different ideas, different quotes, different things. Like when I say I got 3, 4, 5 spiral notebooks with different ideas, small ones and big ones, I want to put them all together and start with one thing. And the candles was my number one thing that came to my mind when in those moments. So you're absolutely right about that.
So
yeah,
real quick. So I want to say something in response to what Casey said, and then I got to bring Nikki up, and then Cindy in the comments said she want to come up too. So, like, I've always for a long time, I've had this thought, just based on what I see, like my experiences. I don't think ideas are ours. I think ideas belongs to God, right? And I think that we are just the recipients of God's ideas, what we would deem to be the good ones and the bad ones, right? You know, what we deem to be the good ones, we're like, hey, I don't know about that one. But I've just noticed how in life, and it's personal experience, if I have an idea and I don't take action on it, somebody else takes the goddamn idea and then they do it better, and it's like, ooh, it burns a little bit, like, no, right? So the ideas, they're not ours, they're gifts from the divine. It's our job to take those ideas and manifest them into what the divine wants them to be, at least through our ability to quantify what God wants it to look like. So when especially if you're receiving something constant, it's like, okay, you have to go do it. Matter of fact, that's your job. It's your job to take that information and go make it happen. And with the perfection is an enemy to progress thing, like I experience that all the time. I'll be getting ready to go on my walk. I'll be like, all right, what my reel gonna be? But I'm trying to plan the reel from start to finish. And then I say, you know what? Why am I trying to solve it in my mind? Why don't I just start the reel, F it up a few times, right? Get it right 50% of the way. Like, shit, I got to start over. Get it right again before you know it. Boom, it's there. But you're not going to get that in here. The mind is like a gas, but we don't exist in gas from our reality. We exist in the physical realm, so you got to bring it forth. So let's do it this way. Rika, you got anything before I let you go? Because I got two people trying to get up here.
I just wanted to ask you real quick, because I know you, like you said, you was just speaking on your reels, because that's one of my gifts is to speak. I've had too many people come up to me, prophets and all that, telling me that's what I'm supposed to be doing, like influencing people and, you know, speaking life over people and things like that. And I'll be so nervous. Like, I'm so nervous. But the crazy part about it is every day I do it without even knowing I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But to be on, like, a live or, like, doing a reel, it's like I mess it up so many times and I'll be like, I don't even want to do it anymore. But I know that's my calling. I know that, you know, I touch people's lives every day just working, you know, driving buses or whatever, you know, but I need help. I think that's what I don't like the extra help, but I need help to try to, like, get it off the ground, like, so I can do what I need to do.
So,
because I'm tired of working for somebody else, to be honest.
So I have multiple thoughts at the same time, right? I cover that in 2 of the classes that I already did, right? Effective communication. I talk about communicating while overcoming fear. And I also talk about it, I think, in the Emotions Aloud class. So I talk about communicating while experiencing like unwanted emotions and stuff like that. It's really a matter of like slowing yourself down, being willing to make the mistakes that have to be made, not beating yourself up about not getting it perfect, because perfection is an idea that humans, in my opinion, came up with. There is nothing that's like perfect. Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, it's really a matter of doing it and getting comfortable with it. Our minds aren't programmed for like happiness. Our minds are programmed for survival and comfort. So even when the comfort is something that isn't that great to experience it, as long as we haven't died, our tendency is to stay in whatever that cycle is. So you have to start exposing yourself to discomfort little by little until it gets to a point where the discomfort becomes the comfort and you have to find a new discomfort, and it's just never ending. So this is for you, Arika, or anybody else. You can go to IamChellsX.com, right, and get your Divinely Unique membership today. You'll get access to the live classes that's coming up. I got a class on patience that's coming up. And this is what I wrote down in my notes. I realized I need to do a class on journaling. I realized I've been telling people to journal, and people don't really know what I mean. I think people just go to their journal and write down their thoughts and emotions, but which that is an aspect of journaling. But you're also supposed to journal from the opposite perspective. You're supposed to look at it take your journal and use that as a way of looking at things from a 360 perspective. So if you're fearful about starting a business or creating reels or I don't know, starting a new job, you got to write down all the things that make you fearful. And then you got to write down all the things that are going to happen or are not going to happen if you don't do this. And then you have to write down all of the things that could happen, all the great things that could happen if you act on it. So now it's not just lurking in the depths of your mind. You can see it. It's real. And so you can't just say, oh, I'm scared, and write it all down about being fearful. No, you have to write down the effects of not acting in the face of fear. And you have to write down the potential effects of acting in the face of fear. So I'm going to do a class on journaling too. So there's that.
You just made me want to do what I need to do more, because you said what are the aspects, like what can happen if you don't do it.
Yeah, people don't look at the negative space.
My mind was, okay, if I don't do it, someone could potentially lose a life, right? And if I do it, I could probably help someone, or help save a life, because you never know what someone's going through and what they need to hear at that moment. So
right.
I'm gonna just do it.
All right.
Just do it like Nike.
Just do it like Nike. Or you could say, I'm going to take my power back from fear and go towards it. So, all right, Arika. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate all of you.
Take your power back. Peace out.
All of you.
All right, later. Let's see who's up next. So, Take Your Power Back life coaching memberships. You get all the under tiers, right? So, you getting all the classes, live classes on demand. You getting the Mars Mindset replays, the Mars Mindset discussions, the Freestyle Friday discussions. You can get the Inspire to Inspire package. That's your 30-minute one-on-one with me once a month. The first month is the first month is $74.99, and monthly after that is $99.99. The Limitless membership, you get all that, but you get your 1 hour one-on-one on me. And the Mountain Moving one is $179 for the first month. $174.99 for the first month and $199 a month. You get 2 1-hour sessions with me. IamChellsX.com. Go get your Take Your Power Back membership today. And for those of you who don't want to get your Take Your Power Back membership, but you're thinking, damn, how am I going to be able to talk to Casey and Keisha and Dr. Hawk and Julie B and Chels? You can go to IamChellsX.com starting on October the 2nd. That's a Monday. And get your 1-day pass. You just come in, holler at us for a day, and then holler at us another time. So those are your options. Let's get the rest of these people in here. I know Nikki was up next. And then I got Dr. Hawk.
You can down, so you can bring both of them up.
All right, what you got? What you got in closing for me, Casey?
I would say in closing, name what you're fearful of, so that you're clear about your next steps. And I think a lot of times we just don't want to name it because we subconsciously think that says something about us. So be courageous enough to name what it is that you are fearful of, so that you can take your power back from that. And and then even with this, some things that have been unlocked for me, I really, for a long time, got out of the habit of helping people like start their own nonprofits or organizations, because one, I think there are too many, honestly. I think a lot of what we have are programs that can be merged together, but really helping people understand like the legalities of it to see if this is something they really want to embark upon. So I might restart those classes as well, and really just helping folks understand how they can serve better. So even today, I've been inspired to use the things that I know are in me as well to help others. So that's it.
Beautiful.
Have a great one.
I appreciate you. Take your power back. All right, let's do this. So on my screen is, I think, let's do this. Let's do it this way, because I think she's on a time limit. And I bring Dr. Hawk up for the close, and then we will slide out. All right, so Cindy, how you feeling?
You hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. Looks like you're in the car. I know you're on a time limit, so we're going to let you go first.
Yeah, we are. Right through the highway. I'm driving it.
Is it snowing? Why it look like that? Oh, was that the sky? Oh, no. I thought it was. Oh, okay. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I figured I'm just going to take my power back from this busy day today and do some relaxing and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm still having trouble with a few things.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about it right quick or no?
Well, sure. I guess I could. I got to take my power back from my house.
From your house?
My house again. It's overpowering. It's overwhelming. I'm still unpacking from a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I still can't get it, unpacked and organized to the point that I can maintain it. And lately I've been in my depression pool that I'm pulling out of. But I got to take my power back from it. And I know that I said I was going to do my bedroom, right? Well, it stopped there. So I lost my mojo after that. So trying to get a jump start on re-jump-starting my house. So,
what would it look like to start with the smallest task? Right? The smallest task. I don't know, maybe it's a bathroom or maybe it's a closet, right? Or
my bedroom, my bathroom, and my kitchen is somewhat clean, but it's my living room and laundry and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm being too hard on myself, but
I got you, but hear me out. What I'm saying is maybe a room is too much to think about at one time. Maybe a portion of the room is what you should think about, right? So instead of saying, because if y'all saw my room right now, y'all be like, well, shit, he needs to get his life together too. But that's neither here nor there. However, when I do clean up and stuff like that, I'll start to say this corner over here and be like, you know what? I want to be able to have this corner be nice and tidy. So I will do just that corner. And that may be a 3-step process that I can get done and say, hey, you know what? I did that. I did a good job. And tomorrow I'm going to do the next piece and the next piece and the next piece and the next piece. And you piece it all together, right? And then before you know it, you're like, oh, wow, it's different in here.
Oh, okay. See, I'm overwhelmed because I think I got to get it done by now where I want it. That's where the perfectionist comes into play. Whoever was just talking about that, I'm like that too, and I have a hard time giving myself grace to give myself permission to get that way.
Yeah, you got to take the small wins, right? Like imagine if I told you So one of my guys is Jay Shetty, right? I like Jay Shetty a lot. Imagine if I told you my goal was tomorrow to be where Jay Shetty is. You'd be like, what the hell are you talking about, Chels? Like, that's
I
not,
want to know. I want that secret.
that's unrealistic, right? So, but no, there's a compartmentalization process that has to occur. So you look at a room because we're conditioned to look at a room as one thing. But if you could take your mind and break that room up into little pieces, like Keisha said, puzzle pieces, you solve one piece, you solve the corner. You know how you find the corner and the edge of the puzzle, get all of that together, and then you can start figuring out the middle pieces. So whatever room it is, or whichever one bugs you the most, go there, pick one corner of that room and say, okay, this is the corner that I'm working on today or for the next 30 minutes or whatever the case, however you break it up and get it done. All right? That's what you're going to do. And we'll talk about it more in your next session if you want to. All right? I'm going to let you go so you can keep your eyes on the road because I don't want you to get into an accident talking to me. I feel bad.
All right, y'all. Take your power back. Much love.
Take your power back, baby. Peace out. All right, later. Nikki, what's happening?
Hey, family.
How you feeling?
I'm great today. How are you?
I'm excited today. I'm excited and a bit anxious at the same time.
Hey, real quick, you want to do a better job of managing your emotions? Or maybe you just want to be able to overcome the incessant thinking that's occurring in your mind. Or maybe you're just looking for a community of open-minded people to share ideas and having a safe space to land in and express yourself. If so, go to IamChelsX.com and get your Take Your Power Back membership today. And through doing so, that'll help you take your power back, baby. Peace.
Oh, really? Do you want to say why?
I mean, I'm excited to roll out something new. And hi, Dr. Hawk. Dr. Hawk, what's up with your head, girl? You got the little, oh shit.
Fall, it's time to wear this hair straight.
I like it.
Like going outside with a
I like
head
it.
when it's cold outside. So
I like
That's
it.
the cosmetologist in her speaking right now.
Yeah, I forget that Dr. Hawk used to do hair that she was a beautician.
Mhm.
Yeah. But no, Nikki, so excited about something new and also just a bit like anxious about seeing how it's going to play out because like I said, I've put myself in this position to say, listen, I'm not going to continue doing things the way I've been doing them. So
Right.
it's the can't be scared to spread your wings thing. Like if it doesn't work, then I'm not going back. Like I'm not going back. So next week it's going to be different. And whatever amount of people are in the room, that's how many people are in the room, and that's just what I'm rolling with. So that makes me a bit anxious, but I'm gonna keep going towards it and see what happens and how it plays out. And face the fear and go slay the dragon. So that's what
I
it
think
is.
that, and I don't know what it is that you are working on, but I do relate to that sentiment. And I think it's so good to sit in that space. I don't know why I avoided it for so many years. To be in that space where I'm anxious, but I'm nervous, but it's also exciting. It's like I think I just got used to things being what I consider to be orderly. That just deviating to create new routine was kind of stressful, like to me initially, like in previous years. But like I do welcome that right now, like that nervous excitement combo is a good place. I feel like it's a good place because even for things that don't go exactly as planned, like you're not going to regret scraping your knee if you figure out another way to achieve what it is that you first set out for.
Facts.
So that's why I say it's a good space to be because at least you try it, right?
Yeah, you try to see. I think that when things don't turn out the way you want them to, when things in the past don't turn out the way you want them to, I think that also helps add to the anxiousness of moving into something new, right? And you still have to keep fighting through it and see things through and fight through the difficult times and just keep going and see where the yellow brick road leads, because you know where you are, you know how to get back to where you are if you ever have to go back. It's just I don't have a desire to go back. So
Okay. And I don't even know what you said. I'm just proud of you and happy for you. Don't even know what the heck you talking about. But I love it.
So it's what I'm saying is, so like next week, it's not going to be an Instagram live thing. I'll be here on Instagram live, but it's going to be more similar to Freestyle Friday, where y'all can't see it, but the Instagram will be sitting here. The Zoom is going to be here, right? And if you have your Take Your Power Back membership, then you'll be on the Zoom with me. If you get your 1 day pass, you'll be here on the Zoom with me. The Instagram live thing is just going to be hey, y'all, we about to have this conversation over here. If you want to come join us, go get your membership. It's a pay. Essentially, I'm telling you, you got to at least pay $1.09 to be a part of the live for a day. Now, with Instagram, I'll mute it from time to time. If you want to come over, come over. If not, you just sit here and look at me in silence. But to walk into that after 2 years of just doing it at no cost, it's something to be traversed, because there's an expectation, and I know how people get used to what you've allowed. I got you, Dr. Hawk. The standard that you have set for people. But the way I explain it to Lil is like this: if you could go to a restaurant without eating and get the nutrients from the food, then the restaurant would charge you for entry, right? And what's happening is you can come into the live and watch for free and get the information. You're getting the nutrients, but you're getting the nutrients for free. And I can't stay, even though it's comfortable for me, I can't stay on that path. That path is just not the path for me. I don't think that's the path that God wants me to be on. So while there's a level of fear and anxiety and anxiousness about it, I also feel like God wants me to push the envelope and keep moving forward and trust in that process and see what happens on the other end. And whatever happens. But I don't have a plan of going back. So, but before we go to Dr. Hawk, what are you taking your power back from this week, Nikki? Or what are you improving upon? What's your goal for the week? What you got going on?
I'm really just trying to get acclimated into a healthier routine as far as exercise is concerned. And I feel like I'm off to a great start. Like, walking does something for me. Not just what it does for everybody, but like, I'm outdoorsy. So like, this is my season too. It's my birth season. I'm a Libra. I'm a fall baby. And just to be outside as the trees are turning and walking and taking in their fresh air and having the sun beat on you, but not have it be too hot. And it's just like, listen, I'm falling back in love with, the things that I used to look at as labor because of outside. So I'm improving on my physical health, because I'm coming up on my 42nd next month. And I just want this vessel to feel like 42nd wear, 42 wear. That's what I want this body to feel like that. Okay. And even though this month is too drastic to visually show, it's not too soon for it to feel like 42 wear. You know what I mean? Like, if I get everything going and get acclimated into this routine, and I really feel like I'm off to a good start with that. So that's what I'm doing. I worked out today with my brother and his wife, and my husband was riding a bike and we walking, because of course he got a showboat. Bragging.
That's what's up.
Red Ocean South, just rolling past folks. But it was good. It was good stuff. So yeah, a great day today.
That's what's up. Hey, I saw this. You said something that made me think about it. I saw this reel, and what it said was, how did it have it? It says, you don't stop walking because you get old. You get old because you stop walking. And I was like, what? Right? And so yesterday, it didn't happen so much today when I went for my walk. When I went for my walk yesterday in the rain, my legs felt like they were 20 years old. I was like, why do my legs feel so good? Like, my legs ain't felt this good. It just felt like like I don't know, like somebody injected them with some youth serum or something. Like, man, these bad boys, this is like some new Lieutenant Dan. You got new legs.
Cardio does that for it's so therapeutic for me, Charles, because one of my autoimmune disorders that I have is RA. So in flares, I feel like I got into a car accident where my vehicle is total. That's how my body feels, right? Because it's coupled with fibromyalgia. So it's the attack on my bones, and then the fibromyalgia is the attack on my muscles. So I'll be going through it when it's flaring, it's bad. However, walking even in the flares alleviates my pain. So it's so therapeutic. It really, it's like, not quite on the level of what water does for you, but it really is therapeutic. Getting out there, walking. I'm a flower bomb. At least that's what me and my grandmother called each other. So I'll be that person that's outside collecting leaves because they pretty in color, smelling everything, and just, that's me. I'm outdoorsy. Sappy, outdoor, hippie.
Yeah, I like
Nikki, but
I like when I come in the house smelling like oat. My dad would say smelling like oat doughs. Like, oh, it smell like trees. I feel good. And I stink, but that's okay. It's a good kind of stink.
I know, because I know I came in the house. Look, I know I walked and perspired today because I came in the house and my dog was like, he gave me a look like, is that me or you?
Pheromones, you're like, you probably need to go take a bath.
I'm like, I don't know, cuz. I don't know. It might be me. Because I think 3.6 miles today.
Good.
Really good walk. Very fresh, crisp air today, and it was good. But then also what I tapped in to say was, Rika said something so impactful. I remember a couple months back, I was talking about the effects of planning and over planning, right? Instead of being present, because that's what happens. It keeps getting pushed off, and it's because I did that. I know that that's the routine because that's what I did. And when you can't shake things, you just keep circling back to it, or it keeps popping up in your head. It's meant for you to. It's a calling on you to do it. And even if somebody else, and I'm about to quote Leo, because Leo dropped a jewel on me when I was back in Maryland, when I was speaking on, I don't believe that there's just one person made for each of us. She said something when I said, because I could die and John could find another wife and she won't be as great as me, but she could still be, good to him. And she said, yeah, but you just said it. She wouldn't be as great as you. So even though God would allow somebody else to create them candles that Rika have in her mind, they won't be Rika's candles. So we don't know the impact that others are having, even if they have the same idea, but they ain't her.
I received that for sure. Because you know what? That makes me think too, before we let Dr. Hawk go, like, I think sometimes our desire for an outcome can stop us from moving the way we're supposed to. But our outcome isn't necessarily always in alignment with what God wants or what the bigger thing wants. And so, like, we use Arika, for example. Arika may never become what's a popular candle company, right? I don't know. Whatever they sell at the Bath and Body Works, right? Yankee, right? She may never become Yankee, right? But she may create the candle or have the interaction with someone who's purchasing the candle that could save that person's life, and that was the purpose, right? But Arika's not thinking of it that way. She's probably just like, oh, I just like making candles. God's telling me to make candles, so I can make candles. But you don't know why God's telling you to make those candles. So you have your goals, and then there's the larger goals upon which we never see, right? You never know how your words or your actions are going to affect people. So yeah, that's amazing. It was
a calling on Dr. Hawk. First of all, you don't get into education without loving it. That's a passion to mold young minds. And so I'm sure that she probably, when she was a cosmetologist, which is a great field, by the way, but I'm sure that when she was in that field, you know what I mean, she probably was feeling that urge and couldn't shake it then. And was like, I'm going to have to go to school. I'm going to have to finish and get my degree. It won't go away. It didn't go away until I wrote this book, for this children's book. It won't. That's the way it is. And that's how you know you are the person that's supposed to be the catalyst for that specific thing.
Right. You're the
And
one.
always pulling on you.
You're the one, Neo. You have to save us all.
Okay.
That's what they be trying to tell you in the movies. All right, Dr. Holt, how you feeling?
I'm well.
I got a question for you and Nikki, right quick, before we delve into whatever you're taking your power back from. Do y'all have other people do y'all's hair, right? And if you do, are you okay? So Dr. Hawk says no. Okay, so the question, so it's a two-part question. Is a yes or no? Do you have other people do your hair? And if you do, are you highly critical of the way they do it because y'all do hair yourselves? So you know what I'm saying? Like that's not how this is supposed to look.
So go ahead, Nikki.
No. Go ahead.
So the only person that does something to my hair right now is my son if he shakes the back of my hair up.
Okay, gotcha.
If I'm not a big braid wearer or anything like that, but if I were to get braids, my daughter would do them.
Okay, so that's different though.
Yeah. So, but the last time I had someone do my hair, it was 11 years ago, and it was for when Tom and I renewed our vows. And I was comfortable with her because it was a hairstylist that I trained. Like, she worked in my salon with me. Like, I got her from high school. So
you be cheating.
She's the only one that I could say could do my hair the way I know. She like when I stopped doing hair, like all of my customers were comfortable going to her because I kind of trained her.
Okay. What about you, Nikki? So, do you let other people do your hair?
My sister is the only other person that's gonna touch my hair.
Y'all fickle, man. Y'all some fickle women. I'm trying to tell
you know why? Because my sister, first of all, I was doing hair first. Well, actually, my cousin, my older cousin, and then she opened up a salon in Virginia Beach. And then my sister went to cosmetology school and she got licensed after I started doing hair. And really, I like her technique. And my sister, because she's extremely tender, it's very gentle. So because I love braids, because they give me the flexibility to, do other stuff instead of having my hands in my head, she the only other person I'll let touch my hair, or I'm doing it myself. And to answer the part B, yes, I'm extremely critical.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not a barber. The last time I had somebody else cut my hair was before the pandemic, and after the pandemic, I got the SMP, so I got the tattoo. So now I just I cut it myself, so I don't remember what it. I don't remember what it feels like, but I haven't been to the barber shop in so long. I don't know how it feels to have someone else do it lately and just be like, oh, this is really nice. But all I'm really doing is evening it out with what's missing up top, so it's just easy that way.
Look nice though, Chills.
No, well, so here's the thing. Let me just get so here's the thing, right? Like, I'm thin up here, right? But I have darkness. It's enough darkness for me to not have to go completely bald. But then if you turn to the side, it's like super dark over here. So if you're looking at me a certain way, it's like it's here, and then it feels like it goes flat, like it's a flat tire or whatever. So when I cut it down, it's just all the same. And the sad thing is I had a really good. Oh, all right, Keisha. Did you have something before you want to go? Before you roll, Keisha? Say before you gotta go.
What I was trying to say earlier with Eve, she's still on the live. Q Gets Fit, and she's not in here now, but she does candles, her love story candles. She said to reach out to her, and she would talk to you and give you advice and so forth. So I know she's not in here. Just inbox me to remind me. I'll send you her information. And then that chakra candle, I need one, just like Alta said. So sell some of them. Get them out your trunk. Taking your power back evolves every second, every minute, and every single day. But you got to do it. You got to take your power back. Pick to say, this is what I want to take my power back from, and sit stagnant like we talked about, Chels. You got to actually take your power back. And I'm going to do it because 44 I turned last Wednesday, and God showed me some things from that day until today that has made a move in me that I want to see just what he showed me. So take your power back, be active in it, and love on yourself in the process, because it's not going to be an instant gratification of a powerful position. It's going to. So be willing to do that work and know that the work will bring you to where you want to be. And that's my closing.
Beautiful. Appreciate you, Keisha.
I love y'all.
Love you
Appreciate
too.
you.
Take your power back. So, Dr. Hope, I got 2 things for you.
Okay.
You got to tell me, what your goal for the week, what you're working on. But then also, I think I was talking about feeling anxious or something, and you look like, I don't know if you put your finger up or you look like you had a response. So if there was something else that you had, you could tell me that too.
No, I put my finger up when you were talking about the transition to the take your power back. And my question was, so your people that are on Patreon, is it your desire for them to shift over?
Yeah, so I said, yeah, so I said that earlier. So what I would like for is if I have, because I have a certain amount of subscribers on Instagram and I have about the same amount of subscribers on my Patreon. It would be really, really great if I can get everybody on both of those to go over to whatever membership it is that works for you. So if you just like watching the lives, go get the same exact one that you have now. It is it's the same cost. It's $4.99 a month. If you want to continue to be like a part of it, you want to be in here having the conversations and all of that good stuff, go get the next tier up. The first month for all the tiers, I have like discount prices for the first month, and then they go back to the regular price after that. And then if you just decide, I just want to pop in when it's beneficial for me and pop out when it's beneficial for me, you can just get the 1-day pass, pay as you go type of deal. Okay. So that's what I would like, but I know different people have different comfort levels with different things. Now, the thing about the Instagram subscribers, because I know Dr. Hawk, you got the Patreon. See, with the Patreon and with my website, I can pretty much upload whatever content I want to, right? I could, whatever it is I want. So if I get the cussing or something happens, right? No one's gonna stop me. My Instagram subscribers, sometimes, depending on how the conversations go, Instagram will give me a content strike, and then I can't post that to my subscribers on Instagram. So my Instagram subscribers my Instagram subscribers can't get all the content, because if I play a song, right, or if I say something, it's not even just a cuss word, but like if someone comes in and they like someone says like dudes with big D's or women with P's or whatever, right? Or you say SA, right? Or grapes, or she got graped. Instagram is like, no ma'am, right? No sir, we're not having that. So I would rather everybody come over and do it that way to IamChellsX.com. So that's what I would like, but it's whatever's comfortable for you. I will continue to post whatever content I can to all of them, at least until everybody is on one accord. If one person still has Instagram and you pay me $4.99, then I'll be happy to post a live for you and you can watch it there. I won't leave anybody behind. So that's my response to that.
Yeah.
What you taking your power back from this week? What's your goal? What you got going on? What you doing?
Low to slow productivity and the things that I'm doing for me, like, outside of work. I got a lot of things juggling in the air right now. And I want to say there are 2 big things for me that I'm juggling. So like right now, like my goal is to get this life coaching stuff done by the end of the week. I've been doing it too long. So try to get this certification program done by the end of the week and to start writing my business plan. And so
have you
yeah.
Are you doing the program you're doing? Is it move at your own pace?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you just gotta buckle down and do. I know some of them they kind of they pace you. The self ones you pace yourself. Me, I just was like, man, I'm about to just do it. Like I ain't wasting no time. I'm about to go do it. But I think I think it's a little more difficult because we have jobs. It's not like something you're doing when you're a kid, right? Or you're just a young adult. You just like, I gotta go to work. I have kids. I have a spouse. I have to do a bunch of other things, and I'm trying to fit what I want to do into this small amount of time.
Yeah, I got youth ministry leadership, praise dance leadership. I got now I have a new principal mentee, and that takes coursework too. So, and then just the busyness of the beginning of the year, getting systems and stuff reestablished and in place, and you always got kids that's late to register. It's just,
a lot.
And then I gotta go. Like, I go to bed earlier than I do during the school year than if it was the summertime. So that reduces the time because I don't function if I don't get enough sleep at work. So
Yeah.
I'm probably in a bed 2 hours earlier than I am, like, once things settle down and it's the summertime. So 2 hours is a lot of time.
So yeah. So
And voices from Venus stuff. I want to get that more structured stuff too.
So I'm reading this book called The One Thing, and I had heard this rule before, but what it talks about is it says that it's a principle. It's something like 20% of the actions that you take yield 80% of your results. And so what I've been telling myself lately is, okay, what is the 20%? That's the question. And if you can figure out what the 20% is, then you're going to get 80% of the results that you're supposed to get. The difficulty is in figuring out what is the 20%, because I think what happens is, and Denzel has a really good quote on this. He was like, just because you're moving doesn't mean you're making progress. So it's a matter of figuring out what are the movements that will actually help me make progress, as opposed to just doing a bunch of moving, right? He's like, you can run in place, you're moving, but you're not going anywhere. So, but also, Dr. Hope, the book too, and I think this is probably applicable to me and you, is it talks about how all successful endeavors become hyper focused on one thing. And he gives examples. He's like, McDonald's became hyper focused on cheeseburgers, or Bill Gates became hyper focused on computer software. And then he's like, or Walmart became super focused on whatever it is that they were doing. And then once that one thing really like percolated, then you could throw in, now McDonald's got chicken sandwiches and salads and everything else. But at first, it's the hone in on one thing. And so, which is hard. I would never realize how I think it's hard because the way our lives are set up, and then also because when you are, and Dr. E and I talked about this too, when you are good at different things, right? When you're like really good at different things, it can be difficult to let go of the other things that you're good at. So you have to find out the 20% of actions that are going to yield 80% of the results in the one thing that will propel you to wherever it is you want to go, and then you can just do whatever it is you want to do. So,
this is like registering with me on a different level. So this is why I know I needed to hear this. My sister asked me, why don't I start doing lives about geared at targeting younger women and helping them? And I said, why? What? She said, I'm just telling you, Nick. I'm just telling you, I just feel like you can do this. And I said, well, it's not about whether or not I could do it. I just want to have a passion for whatever that I do start. And then she said, you also give great grounded relationship advice. And I said, if I were to start doing this, because this is how I work, the way that my brain computes, I know that everything else isn't going to stop for me to wholeheartedly and solely focus on one thing. And that's probably why I end up pushing the things off that I am now learning to get back to, because I have tunnel vision when I have a passion for something. Whatever my thing is at that time, it's like, and I'll be researching, taking in and absorbing. So because I know the amount of attention that will require, and we're in the midst of this, still getting up off the ground, this new business, which is doing great, but still, it's a new business. I'm in a new state, and it's like, so while I am very interested in it, because I really do think that culturally we can benefit from putting our villages back together and stop feeling like we have to go at things alone, because we don't. So I feel like I could add to that, but I'm going to have to do it in my time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have Voices from Venus. That is a platform that can definitely be the catalyst or the starting point.
It very well could be. It very well could be.
Hey, real quick, you want to do a better job of managing your emotions? Or maybe you just want to be able to overcome the incessant thinking that's occurring in your mind. Or maybe you're just looking for a community of open-minded people to share ideas and having a safe space to land in and express yourself. If so, go to IamChellsX.com and get your Take Your Power Back membership today. And through doing so, that'll help you take your power back, baby. Peace.
Yeah, I think it's important too.
So clear your Wednesdays up.
Right. Clear that space out. That delegation part, Dr. Hawk, I'm sure you know about this. You too, Nikki, in terms of like delegating the things that other people can do. Dr. Hawk, I'll tell you this too before we get ready to go. I can't even tell you how long, like Nikki just said, she's been hyper focused, right? I can't tell you how long I've been hyper focused because I had to learn a lot over the past few months. Like I've learned how to actually build my own website, and I'm not talking about the HTML, but like the GoDaddy websites, the plugins, and all of that. I know how to do that now. But I'm losing my train of thought. But I say that to say, now that I have the website in place, I got the memberships on the website, and everything is probably like 90% automated. I should be able to focus more on making sure that I get more sleep and not having to tinker with this website on my off time and spend more time. I should be able to spend more attentive time with my kids, because it's not like I'm trying to play with Fin and figure out, okay, how do I set up this email? So if this person buys this, they have to get this email, and I have to figure out how do I automate that. We figured all of that out, and now I can just be like, okay, cool, you purchase this is what happens. And if it doesn't go right, it's just a one-off, as opposed to the principle or the process being wrong. It was just a one-off. So I'm kind of, as I move towards my 41st birthday in November, I'm looking forward to being kind of taking my power back and being able to like breathe a little. Oh, I'm sleepy. Let me take a nap. Let me get more sleep. Let me not be as stressed at work. Everything is set up, and whatever the play is, the play just is. So I'm looking forward to that. So
I get it.
Yeah, so we'll see how it plays out. Nikki, what you got in close for me?
I would just, if I could offer any suggestions that I've seen be beneficial and I had to apply in my life, is to give a good amount. I'm not telling people to just be so sporadic with everything, but give a good amount of thorough planning, but then make sure that if you have the habit of backstepping, that you put people in place in your life to keep you accountable and keep you going when you know you would usually slide back. I think that that's been helpful for me. Mm-hmm. And, you know, when your village collectively says, hey, like hubby said, hey, so about your book, has it been edited? No, baby, it hasn't been edited. And while I'm rolling my eyes, it's like, okay, Nikki, go and get the book edited.
I be hating them moments, Nikki.
It's helpful to have people like that.
I be hating them moments. Them moments suck. You be like, look, dog, you know I got a lot going on. Just come over here harassing me about something you know that I don't feel like doing. Mm-hmm. But they right though. Mm-hmm. They doing their job. Yep. I like that. Good stuff. Good stuff, John. Good job, John. Dr. Hawk, what you got in close for me for today?
So I guess I'm going to say it's about managing tasks and stuff, because that's why we tend to go to the smaller, easier tasks because they're easier to get done, and we'll put those bigger tasks to the side. But what you know, if you get those big tasks out of the way, you'll be able to fit more in. It's a video of Stephen Covey, and he did this, example where, he asked these people to put these rocks into this container. And you would see some people put the smaller rocks and then try to fit the bigger ones on top. But when he put the bigger rocks in first and poured the smaller rocks in, you can see that they filtered around the bigger rocks and everything fit in. So those things, you need to identify what those big items are and tackle them first. Even though you need harder, that's what you need to tackle.
Let me ask you this, life coach Dr. Hawkins. If I try and tackle the big thing first, but I find out that the big thing is not that I can't do it, but it makes me feel like it's difficult, right? How do I keep doing that big thing, right? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because like a large task, you can be like, man, this shit is daunting, young. Like, how do I get through that?
I got notes from my service this Sunday, and I think it goes to that. Hold on.
All right.
Right here.
I got you.
So, it said, when it comes to the big things, right, that means there's going to be sacrifice. And just know that sacrifice gives you pain and power at the same time. So just looking at those big things, you got to think of the other side of that frustration, because that's where your win is going to be. Even though things get hard and tough, like when you're about to birth the baby, or, it's pain. But mothers, we forget about that pain because we know what's on the other side of that pain, that loving child, right?
Right.
So it's a mindset thing. When you're about to do something great, it's not going to always be smooth. You just got to strengthen yourself and prepare yourself for those bumps in the road, that pain, and those moments where it seemed like it's not going to happen. And you just have to be able to traverse that and get over those hurdles, because, again, if and you're manifesting what's on the other side of that, you're going to say that pain and everything is going to be worth it.
It's worth it. I'm with you.
Good stuff, Dr. Hall.
So, yeah, very good stuff. One of the things I told Lil the other day, because like when we were building a website, we were using I'm building the website and then the background to it, right? And we were always running into like problems, and like, we know how to do this, but if we want to do this, it's going to mess all these other things up, right? And so what I will always tell Lil is, hey, look, let's do it this way. Let's find a solution to the problem, right? Because we're having conversations trying to find the best solution to the problem. I say, let's forget finding the best solution for a second. Let's find a solution. Let's find something that works. Even if it requires us to do more work than what we want to, let's develop something that gives us a solution. And once we have a solution, we can say, okay, how do we improve upon this solution to make it way more efficient? And when I think about like the big problems, that's kind of how I see it. Like, come up with a solution, right? If I say, okay, like, let's say Dr. Hawk is hosting a cookout, right? And my car is messed up, right? And I say, okay, I won't go to the cookout. Well, it may not be the way I want it to be, but I could just say, okay, let me call Dr. Hawk, see if she can pick me up from the Amtrak. And I have to get an Uber. I got to get an Uber from where I live to the train station. I got to get a train ticket. I got to bring the kids with all the bags, get on the train, have Dr. Hawk pick me up, make sure you're not driving the Mustang because we're going to have more stuff. Bring the SUV, and then we're going to go to the cookout. That's a solution. It's not the best solution, but it gets us to that point. Now that we have that, I can say, okay, how can we improve upon different parts of the process, right? Could we rent a car? We could rent. Do we have money to rent? Well, let's rent a car. So, and now we're working through it. So that's what was going through my mind. But I like what you said too. So that's beautiful. I love it.
And that's the thing. It's like sometimes God will level us down for us to in order to level us up.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes there'll be a demotion to put you in a place of learning and a place of you got to grow some before I get you to this point. Before you get there.
Yeah, them the ones that hurt your ego. You be like, ooh,
Them the ones that
hurt,
hurt your ego. Exactly.
hurt my feelings a little bit, but I'm gonna keep going, God, because you told me to. All right, cool. So we all before 8:30. I can take a shower before I go to work. Hey Nikki, I ain't gotta go to work smelling like oat doughs today.
Okay. You want no dogs out there on the street to tilt their head at you.
All right, cool. So sign off. Take your power back Monday. Another one in the books. Next Monday, a new day is rising. I tell you what, if y'all want to calm down, y'all can. If y'all want to sit through my pitch, y'all can sit through my pitch. It's up to y'all. Because I might actually take this one and just post it to YouTube. So if y'all want to stick around, stick around. If not, that's cool too. Let me know. So, Take Your Power Back memberships are here. We have 6 different tiers. You got your baseline memberships. Your Mars Mindset membership is the equivalent to the Patreon and the Instagram subscription, which gives you on-demand replays of all my content. The next tier up is the Powerful membership. That gives you access to the lives. You get to jump on the Zooms, interact with us, get some life coaching, group coaching, topics, and all of that good stuff, right? You get that. You get to watch the replays of that. The next tier, the Divinely Unique membership. That's going to get you in the classes, okay? So if you like the classes, and if the individual classes were priced too high for you, you can get the Divinely Unique membership. I'm going to do the classes live. You can attend those. You can watch those replays, and you got every tier under that. So every tier you go up, you get every tier under. So you're going to get your on-demand replays of the shows and all of that. And then you got your life coaching tiers, which combine the top 3 tiers, right? And you got your 30-minute session, Inspired to Inspire membership. Limitless, that's your 1 hour. Mountain Mover, that's your 2-hour session, your 2 1-hour sessions bi-weekly. And for those of you who either are uncomfortable with a membership, hi Julie Bean, Julie Bean's back. For those of you who are uncomfortable with the membership, but actually just enjoy coming into the lives and having these conversations and learning and growing and all of that stuff, where you like the community vibe, Mars Mindset will have a 1-day pass. It'll be $1.09. You just want to come in for a day, that'll be that. And then Freestyle Friday will have a 1-day pass. That's a one-time payment of $3.99. So if the members, you ain't got to worry about none of that. If you just a one-off, your 1-day passes. That's how it goes. But go to IamChellsX.com. I think I did a really good job of breaking them down so you could read them and see them and understand them. If you click the pictures of the logos, it's going to take you to the sales page. If you click the little black box with the prices, it's going to open up the payment processor. So tinker around with it, figure out what's good for you and all of that stuff. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Everybody that came up. I think it was a really good Take Your Power Back Monday. And I'm looking forward to this last week being predominantly on Instagram Live, and then we move on to something new, something better, something more fresh, something more cool. So that's it. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. In the meantime, in between time, take your power back, baby. Peace.